Start us out with an opening statement.
Yeah, just so happy and proud of our football players. Just their resolve. You know, that loss last week against Notre Dame was a crushing defeat. Our guys laid everything on the line. Tuesday it was freezing in Maryland, raining, blistering weather, and our guys came and worked. And I just like, man, look at these kids. They just keep working. I was just prayerful and hopeful that they would have some positive. We've had a lot of close losses, you know, close but no cigar, and football, nobody cares about that, sports. But just so proud. What a great team effort. You know, both sides of the ball did some good things. Special teams, Bradley kicked the ball well. Obviously, John Marshall played his butt off. I mean, what a phenomenal game by him. But the defense played awesome. You know, we bent a few times in the first half where we didn't break, and we were able to hold them in the red zone. Got in certain drives, we were able to move the ball on defense. Some big suckers in there, it's hard to move them out. But that X has been running our offense really well. The 3 weeks he's been the quarterback. You know, proud of him. Dava came up with another huge game, but Dava practiced well this week. But also just, you know, just even though I didn't know them personally, you know, the young people at Virginia, we have players on our team that are really close to them, and so happy for them to maybe something to lift their spirits. I mean, there's nothing that can replace that loss of life, but you know, it was a tough week for our two players, a couple of our players that knew those guys. But great team win. We come and beat the
20 in the college football ranking, 17 in the AP poll. So I'm saying 17.
You know, so 17th team in the country at their place. They've been playing well. But we've been close, and I just, you know, I remember when I saw, I mean, it was kind of weird. I felt good coming out of Cincinnati, and like, what, we just lost 20-10, but I could see Navy football. I could see there's some hope. Been here a long time, and then as crazy as it was last week, I'm like, oh, I see the Navy football team. Even though we lost again to Notre Dame, you know, 32-35, and those are 3 tough games. But our guys battled everyone. Fortunately for them, because of their hard work and their resolve, we were able to come with the victory. So couldn't be more happy for our players and our program, coaches, staff, just everybody involved in football.
So, Coach, you had said, we talked during the week about if you could get one of these wins, it would be so uplifting. Can you talk about what this means for your young players? It shows them that what you've been doing works, and this is the payoff.
Well, we're a young team.
I know.
We are a really young team. And I've been here, it's probably the youngest team. You know, we got 2 seniors starting on defense and 2 on offense. We've never been like that. And we got a ton of young guys coming back. I just, you know, I feel really good about because it catapults us into the biggest game. But I agree with you, White. I just feel like hopefully, because sometimes you run, you lift, and you practice, and like what, you know, we come up short. Sometimes you kind of lose hope. But our guys have kept working, guys, and I'm just so happy that they can see, like, no, stay the course. If you stay the course, you know, we got a chance to win, we got a chance to be a good program, and I'm just grateful we were able to turn the corner against a good team on the road. Just like I said, guys, couldn't be more powerful than them.
Can you talk about the 4th down conversions? What was it, 4 for 4, Mike?
Yeah.
4 for 4, they were all huge, each one of them, especially at the end when you're trying to eat up that clock.
Yeah, so you know, obviously the defense was doing a good job getting them off the field, and we knew we had to burn the clock, and we had, you know, we had 39. You know, our goal was to try to have the ball for 40 minutes coming into the game. That was our goal. We had to convert on those at the end. X did a really good job of beating the clock. Vince, smart, staying in bounds. But it all started because we got stops on defense. You know, we got stops on defense, and then we were able to finish it out on them. But it was a great team win. Ton of plays on defense. A lot of these 3 guys over here made a ton of plays. John and BD and Colin, and I thought Riley, I mean, he flipped the field a couple of times, which were huge, and obviously Bijan's big kick, you know, so you know it's great to have Bijan that and make that big kick. But that was a grind, man, for our kids, and our kids laid everything on the line against a really good team, and you know. 17-14, all we want is 1 more point to them. That's all that matters.
So you kind of flipped the script a little bit to start the game, where you actually decided to take the ball instead of defer. Was that something you really wanted to prove with your offense, just to get out into a lead?
A lot of stuff I do is my gut feeling, you know what I mean? Just our defense is our strength, you know what I mean? But the last couple games, you know, that had some, gave us some big plays early on. So like, you know what, put on offense, let them just go score, put them behind the 8 ball, you know what I mean? And so, and then we got that lead, and like I said, then our defense played lights out after that, you know what I mean? So, came in the second half and then made some big plays, some big catches. But like I said, I mean, those dudes can fly. Those guys can fly. I mean, that's athletically. I mean, they're probably as good as we play on you. We got the Giants that tackle. One dude 6'10", other guy 6'6". So did a lot of good things.
So this is your 6th win against a top 25 team since you've been head coach. What does it mean for the program to be able to get these wins on a national stage and also to play in a conference where these matchups are possible?
Just proud of our players, you know what I mean? Like, because they just came back to work. Like I said, if you were at practice on Tuesday, I've been at the Naval Academy 25 years, probably the coldest day. So it was freezing, raining, and I just watched, like, all the assistants do the coaching. I don't coach, all I do is eat. But I just sit back and just watch our guys practice, and like, man, our guys are grinding. Because we practice on the turf field, so I can see in the middle, I see the defense on one side and offense, and our kids didn't flinch, man. There's no other team in the country. Most guys have been, that sucks, and they would, gave 50%. Our guys practice hard this week. I mean, you would have thought we were undefeated, but that's who these kids are. They're unbelievable resolve, great pride, and couldn't be more proud of them.
Coach John Marshall, career high in school record in sacks.
School record in sacks for a game in a season.
Yeah, that plus
How much you have?
sack.
4 today, 4 sacks today.
How much overall?
I think he's up to 11 and a half now off the top of my head.
Just also number 1's play today.
We're not finished yet. But
Yeah.
But he's played great all year. He's played great all year. You can just see him getting more and more confident. But all of this stuff, hopefully for our young guys, is an example of how you do it. It didn't start the first day of practice. I mean, the season, it's the off season. From January, the way you run, the way you lift, the way you tuck your shirt in, the way you touch the line, all of it, the way you watch film. And then you just keep grinding. Sometimes you get results, some people you won't, but you just stay the course. So hopefully our young guys can see this is the standard. You mean we fourth quarters. I mean, nobody sees all the other stuff we do. They just come to the games, we win, they cheer if we lose, they complain or whatever. But for 9 months, these kids are working their butts off. And to, like I said, for John, as I see John, I see a guy in the offseason, one of our best players. We watch us run, he's in the front of the line. You know what I mean? He's not one of the guys who just runs and he's like in the back. So hopefully the young guys recognize this is a standard. You come to grind every day. And I always tell this guys, even if you grind, it may not be good enough. But our only standard is to give everything you got, you lead, and he symbolizes that to them.
Marshall's at 10 and a half sacks right now. Anyone have any other questions for Coach?
Just talk about the sequence at the very end. They go for it on 4th and 4. I think it was Embiid got the breakup. Then you just choked the clock the rest of the way. I mean, I think you converted 2 fourth downs on that last drive. Can you just talk about the way you ended that game?
Well, congratulations would be that. Congratulations. I didn't realize you did that. I wasn't looking, I was praying. So I had no idea. I just put my head down. If we cheer, if our sideline cheers, woo, what happened? I mean, like you said, it shows you what kind of coach I'm not even freaking watching what's going on. But then after that, it was a great stop, huge stop. I mean, that was a huge stop. And then, Dalvin, some guys, X, were able just to bleed the clock out and get the victory.
Thanks.
Like this guy.
Oh, you got another coach?
Coach, did you feel like that you opened the game with a long touchdown drive? Did you feel like everything changed then, like the confidence level and everything?
Well, I know my players get tired of me saying, I say the same thing every week, got to get off to a fast start. And I feel like when we get off to a fast start, we're a hard team to beat. Just the nature of our offense and where our defense is playing. And so I think that was huge for us to get off to a good start against these guys. We didn't give them any momentum. And then they got some drives going, but then our defense stopped them. Even though they moved the ball, we didn't give up, we didn't break. John had some big sacks, had some big tackles. Colin had a break up there where they looked like they had the back leaking out. That was a big play, tackle over there, and that could have been a touchdown. So, but again, that's our kids, man. Our kids are great, man. If that wasn't personified last week against Notre Dame, I don't know if I can show anything else about who these kids are. we ain't going anywhere. We're gonna keep fighting it to the end.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. It's good to